Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here. Back with some Twilight Princess 100% this time, on the GameCube. With me today, I have a co-com for the first time. Well, first time in a long time. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, Aurora Shadowland here. You've probably seen me on occasion watching Trin streams.
Hold on one second. I need to turn your volume up. Let's try something like that.
Okay.
So, balancing the audio for this game is a bit of a challenge because it's coming off of my Wii. So, forgive me if there are any issues. I'm not sure. I hope Aurora is loud enough.
Well, you're talking.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you still seem so quiet. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn you up to max here.
Okay.
Alright. So, I was having audio issues initially with this game on the very first screen, and it turned out the issue was the first screen. Like, there was just so much crackling because apparently the music on the opening, like here in the file screen, actually plays so loudly it was causing tons of crackling, but then I actually loaded up the game, and it was just fine. So I don't know if you're hearing any crackling right now. It seems to have magically smoothed itself out. Trying to make me a liar already, game. Incredible.
Oh, yes, video games. They make liars out of all of us.
Alright. Never understood this screen right here.
I think it was mostly due to the new technology of the Wii. They wanted to make sure that the brightness levels for the older or newer TVs was doing okay.
Yeah, I guess. But anyway. So,
This came out when they were slowly switching to HD.
uh-huh. I'm gonna go ahead and read cutscenes. Tell me, do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? Only when I'm late for my stream. They say it's the only time when our world intersects with theirs. What?
Already going for the multi-dimensional angle, got it.
Uh-huh, yep. The only time we can feel the lingering regret that's of spirits who have left our world. Uh-oh. Gosh, that sounds depressing. What were they talking about that led into this conversation? That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. And enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Link.
As does everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. As does everyone. Everyone has a favor to ask of Link. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? You have never been to Hyrule, right? In the kingdom of Hyrule, there's a great castle, and around it is Castle Town, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it all with your own eyes. It's getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter. Okay.
I've always enjoyed the opening for Twilight Princess just because it is so story-driven.
Yeah. Yeah, Twilight Princess is an excellent game. It's it's very different from Breath of the Wild. Like, it's super linear compared to Breath of the Wild's open world style, but it does well enough. The only drawback, at least immediately, is the opening is a little bit slow compared to other Zelda games. Like, it takes time for this game to really get going. At least that's what I remember anyway.
If you really push it, you can probably get through the opening in about 30 to 45 minutes, and that's if you skip practically everything.
Yeah. Like I said, that's a pretty slow start. 30 to 45 minutes to really get rolling. That's like most Zelda games pick up and get going in like 15.
Well, but if you take into account Breath of the Wild, you don't really get out of the tutorial area for an hour.
Well, okay.
Hey!
Hey, Link, you there? Hey, you mind helping me herd the goats? Oh, yes, that's right. Goat herding. Almost forgot about that. They ain't listening to me lately.
When do they?
Yeah, I was about to say, watch them not listen to us either. Hey, where's Epona? So try to speak up as much as you can, Aurora. I can't tell exactly how it's coming through on stream, but like the game is pretty loud. So
I will do my best to be as loud as possible, even though I am wearing a headset.
okay. All right. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay.
Yeah, they typically will tell you in the beginning areas if... Again, Twilight Princess is so linear, but...
Yeah, they force you down a path.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, even Ocarina forces you down a path, too. Remember, they block the gateway
Yeah.
to get out into the overworld.
Yeah, no, Ocarina is definitely pretty linear, too. I'm not saying that's, necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just a definite difference. Quickly getting back to what you said earlier, I would argue Breath of the Wild starts off pretty quickly. Like, you're talking about, like, it depends on whether or not you count the Great Plateau, because I kind of don't, because I feel like I have, like, for example, Ocarina and Twilight Princess. I don't have a sword yet. I don't have a sword, I don't have a shield. Breath of the Wild, you pick those up immediately. The story is basically handed to you in the first couple minutes when you unlock the first tower, maybe talk to the old dude. The basics of the story are handed to you really fast. Breath of the Wild has actually the fastest opening. Again, assuming you don't count the rest of the Great Plateau as an opening.
Well, for me, I think the opening of the Great Plateau is the opening just because it is a tutorial area, and it is getting you set and ready for actually going out into the world.
You could look at it that way too. I guess that's just one of the things about Breath of the Wild that's just like, you can take it so many different ways just because it's so open world. Oh, hi Link. I washed Epona for you. That's nice of you. Really. Washing a horse takes time.
Yes, it does.
There's that slow smile that you can barely tell it's there. Kind of just creeps up on his face.
I mean, for the longest time, a lot of people are still trying to figure out, are they just childhood friends, or does Link have sort of a crush on Amelia?
I don't know. Epona's a girl too, so you have to treat her nice. He's like one. But listen, Link, could you do something for me? Can you use a piece of grass to play that song for me? You know, the one that Epona likes. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
Wonder what song.
Also, I love that view of the Triforce on his hand there.
Mm-hmm. Subtle.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah. So, playing this game again, I'm noticing the color palette, like, pretty quickly here. Like, it's, how shall I say, it's very different from, like, all the other Zelda games that I can think of, or at least all the 3D ones in particular. Like, I remember Ocarina, of course, Ocarina Majora's Mask had the, you know, the typical bright color palettes. Wind Waker, of course, had the more cartoonish style and had a brighter palette. Same thing with Breath of the Wild, and coming back to this game, I'm just looking around, and I realize immediately that, you know, all the different, Oh! Sarker! Thank you for the follow! How's it going? Just looking around, I'm realizing, like, the greens are kind of toned down. Like, I mean, I know it's Twilight, but also, like, the water, like, everything. Like, it very much looks more kind of sort of realistic, I guess.
Well, you also have to take into account that they're probably putting it through a filter that's more yellow and brown, just to emphasize more on the Twilight aspect.
Yeah. Well, she's all prettied up now. Also, I suppose you can ride her back, but don't make her do too much, okay? No promises. You have to herd goats. Yeah, but just, I mean, I know it's, again, I do know it's Twilight, but, like, even when it's daytime later, you'll see, like, the color palette is not as bright as other games. And that...
They're muted.
Yeah, muted. There we go. That's the word. Thank you, Aurora.
This is why you keep me around half the time.
Yep. Hey, can you guys hear Aurora okay? Again, like, her voice coming into my headset seems quiet, but I'm not sure how she sounds on the stream.
Ah yes, the village in all its lovely glory.
Yeah, alright. So, goats are up this way. I'm already trying to think back to pattern I watched on that speedrun stream a while back. So I haven't actually picked up this game and played it in many years. It's been a decade since I seriously played this.
I think I'm the one between the two of us that's played this game recently.
That doesn't surprise me.
It is my favorite.
Yeah. Sorry to get you over here in such a hurry, Link. Those guys have been awfully skittish lately. They won't listen to a word I say. Sorry to ask, bud, but how's about you and Epona herd them into the barn real quick? You ain't got much time, so you think you can do it for me? Sure.
Not like the game won't let you progress if you don't do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we don't say yes, we don't get to proceed, so of course we can. Much obliged there, bud. Okay then. Go on and herd all these little scamps into the barn for me. Alright, let's try going this way first. And then I believe the strategy was just to kind of go back and forth. Kind of... Like, that's the general idea. You just want to...
You want to start on the very back and leave them more more towards the barn and
Yeah.
then just keep on going back and forth.
Yeah, like this, again, I'm just trying to remember the strategy. Was just basically just keep going back and forth until you get closer and closer each time. Sometimes they won't cooperate. Like one or two will probably not be nice.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Like
an
this.
issue there.
But, okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright. So, I'm no speedrunner, that's for sure. Oh, that's bad. Oops, I turned way too tight into that one.
Yeah, he's gonna go all the way into the back.
Oh my gosh, horse controls.
Probably even worse on the GameCube than it was on the Wii.
Oh yeah, no, like... Yeah, like, so I've played the Wii version of this game. And, boy, I'm gonna actually have to chase this thing all the way around. Oh my gosh. Yep. So I have played the Wii version of this game, and, you know, it was a decent play, but honestly, the whole waggling the Wiimote to swing your sword thing, like, it's not as bad as Skyward Sword, where you have to, like, swing it very accurately, but it's still kind of meh compared to just the traditional button press. Like, some people would disagree with me, but, you know, Breath of the Wild went back to button presses. So, I feel like that says something. This guy's, yeah, he's not saying anything important.
So, for a lot of people, this was their first Legend of Zelda game. So, for those, I actually prefer the Wiimote just because it felt a little more natural.
Well, that didn't work. Go on.
So I didn't really get into Legend of Zelda until Twilight Princess came out, and so I only had the Wii at the time. So I guess it all depends on if you had been a Nintendo supporter beforehand, or if it was your first system.
Yeah, fair enough. The Wii sold better than the GameCube, in all fairness. The GameCube era was definitely a good, fun era, but the Wii definitely sold better. So that was like, the Wii was the first console where, like, Nintendo was trying to, like, you know, advertise, like, hey, here's the Wiimote, you know, see how it looks just like a TV mote, you know, trying to get more casual people into gaming. It sort of worked and sort of didn't at the same time, but, I mean, eventually it did sell very well and got a lot more people into gaming, so. And the GameCube was kind of meh, really, so, at least in terms of sales, so.
I mean, one of the arguments for a lot of people to get into the Wii was because you were actually doing movement, and a lot of families didn't enjoy the fact that kids were just sitting down and doing all of these button presses with their head in front of the screen. So they wanted to actually get their kids moving and doing things. That's part of the reason why I didn't really get into the gaming scene until the Wii.
Fair enough. Ah, it is finally daytime. It's not twilight anymore. It's morning. Morning, princess.
Oh yes, the dutiful trio that always loves to...
Yeah. By the way, those three kids, you're gonna see them more.
Oh, you're going to be seeing them for quite a while in this opening section.
Alright, so I do remember Link's house having some stuff for us to get down in the darkness.
If you can find it. Usually they want you to wait until...
Straight ahead, right?
Yeah. I believe it's straight ahead.
Uh-oh. Well, see, no. Okay, I have stopped on something. But it's not giving me a prompt to open anything. It might actually be locked, like such that I can't get it until, because like just using the map here.
Yeah, it is right directly to your left, and that's why you can't move. But they actually don't want you to open this chest until you get the lantern. And that's the key, that's the prompt in order to get this chest.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right.
Because I've tried doing that before, and yeah, it won't let me do any of it. You actually look around in Link's house. There's so many little Easter eggs.
Really?
A couple here and there.
I mean, I'd believe it. It's Nintendo.
It's kind of hard to see, just because everything is so pixelated in comparison to a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, well...
I mean, you've got the pumpkin soup right over there on the fire in the morning.
How do you know that's the pumpkin soup?
Typically, if you look in there, it's orange, so it sort of hints at it. And then there's pictures right there.
I guess I sort of can. Also, pictures. You know something? I totally just realized that. Pictures. Wait a second. Photography.
Yes.
Photography in a medieval world. I totally...
That or it's paintings. But
yeah, there's some pretty good paintings.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Why is there photographs in here? There should not be.
And he even has a bookshelf too, so it implies that Link is literate.
Yeah, you're right. Holy crap. That's actually another thing. If this is like medieval to Renaissance time, books were super rare and expensive. Like, even if they have a printing press, like, Link's just a commoner. Like, that's actually quite the detail there. Holy crap, I never noticed that.
They actually try and explain it in the Twilight Princess manga that has come out recently, implying that Link came up in a more warrior-driven, more noblesque background, but ran away because of a few things that happened in the past that prompted him to actually come to Orton Village.
Interesting. So, wait a minute. This manga came out recently?
Yeah, it actually started in about 2019, last year.
Huh.
And it's up to 5 volumes.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
Coming out soon.
Where am I going? What am I doing? I know there's a fishing rod I need to get. A lantern. Like, again, I'm playing off of decade-old knowledge at this point.
Right now, you need to get enough rupees to get the slingshot.
Oh, that's right. Slingshot first. Okay. They're selling a slingshot. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, it's just mostly wandering around the village trying to get as many rupees as you can.
Okay. So what did they say? I should probably... Come on, Beth. We just want to get a look at it a little. Can you get it, the slingshot, from the shop? Yeah, if you can't do that, let's just trade families, okay? Ha! Knock it off. Okay. Okay, so these kids, we're gonna see them quite a bit in the beginning. They're not really all that important. That's why I just... They really aren't.
For those that actually take the time to sit and talk with people before they head over to the goat herding section, you actually get to talk with Beth. You actually get to see that Beth is the daughter of the shopkeeper, Sarah, and that Malo and Talo are the sons of one of the main pumpkin farmers.
Yep, the pumpkin farming? Okay.
Yep. In fact, you are right in front of Malo and Talo's house in this little square.
Okay. Interesting. Apparently they grow rupees in their pumpkins.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Pumpkins with money in them.
Yes, because food is money in this little village.
I guess so, man.
If you go up that ladder, you can actually get...
Also, look at that! Like, the little pumpkin kind of, like, grew back almost immediately. Wow.
Yes.
Some miracle crops here. Just growing money, like, not on trees, but on... What are pumpkins? Vines?
They are ground. Essentially a ground vine. Yeah.
Hey!
A gourd that...
A gourd, yeah.
That the pumpkins are actually the flowers on the vine.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how much I need, nor how to get nor how to get money. I do not remember.
The best way, I believe, to get the amount of money you need is actually to go up near the mayor's place, and actually no, sorry, you need to do a couple different things. You do need to talk with Sarah first, so this is...
you didn't happen to see my little cat out there. I remember this, too.
Mm-hmm.
To get this cat or something. Buy things?
You can't do anything until the cat comes back.
I see. Oh my gosh. I knew Twilight Princess started slow, but holy cow. I had forgotten it was this slow.
So, there's a couple of easy ways to get the amount of money you need. You're going to need to use the hop grass to get rid of the hive that you're actually picking up to there. And there's actually a hive up there right now that is going to stop you from getting all the way up.
Yeah, no. As soon as the camera panned up, I was like, yeah, that doesn't look smart.
You're going to actually have to use hop grass, which is over where the guy up on
I gotta actually talk to the dude.
Yes, you do have to talk with him.
Alright.
You're actually going to need to use hot grass a couple of times in this open area.
Yeah, I do remember that. Like, the more you're talking about it, the more I'm remembering it as you say it. I'm like, oh yeah, I do have to do all this, don't I? Okay, you. Yo, there you are. Check this out. Oh, you know, Sarah?
Sarah. I believe they were trying
The
to...
E. The E's messing me up.
I think it's Sarah.
Yeah, that's the best way. Sarah at the general store. Well, isn't that her cat over there? Yes, it is. Give me the cat. Come here. Give me the kitty. Speaking of kitties, we're gonna see lots of kitties in this game. It's just been sitting there next to my house, having a staring contest with the creek. I don't suppose he's thinking he's gonna catch a fish, do you? Cat can't catch no fish. Anyway, that's not what I was meaning to tell you about. I want you to take a look at something. See that grass growing on the edge of the rock? Haven't I seen you whistling with that stuff? I figured it was pretty rare. Hard to see it growing in a place like that, so I thought I'd let you know. I bet you could hop across these rocks. It's just a quick little forward press on the control stick, couldn't you? Uh-huh. Boy, you must be really bored.
Well,
If you were
That-
concerned about telling me about grass.
Yeah. That's actually Malo and Talo's dad that you were talking to.
Alright. So here's something that we're going to see once in this entire game. Well, I mean, more like at the beginning of this game, I should say. Like, as far as I remember, this is never used past this opening area, is it? I don't think so.
I believe you use it one time afterwards.
Yeah, like this is almost never used. This reeks of something they came up with, you know, at the beginning of development. Like, you know, let's have him, you know, be able to command a hawk or something. And, you know, that was a cool idea, but then just they never really designed any puzzles around it. Like, they had it in the opening area, and then they just never did anything else with it. And it's kind of a shame. Also, what else is kind of a shame is that this is probably the precursor to what eventually turned into that, what is that, beetle thing that you use in Skyward Sword?
Yes, it actually is the precursor to that. I think what they were trying to imply with this mechanic is that songs are particularly useful in this game, but that's not really how it ended up. And
Yeah.
we do have to go to that other platform before you can get the little...
The monkey over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to jump up across the roof and do all of that. But I would recommend going and getting that for money. You're right. There you go.
Money. Yes, okay. Fair enough. We need money, we need kitty, we need monkey, we need lots of things. Oh my gosh. You said there was money back here?
Yes, there is. In fact, if you use the little cuckoo that you'll find over there, you can fly across and get yourself some money.
Ah. Well, hi there. I'll take this. Oh yeah, that's right. Twilight Princess, every time you find a gem, you get little text boxes. Breath of the Wild does that on your first one, but I think doesn't like Twilight Princess do that like all the time though? You got a yellow rupee.
They do it the first time that you've loaded the game. After that, it'll just pop up above your head.
Huh. Well, also every time you open a chest. So, where do I go with this again?
Go straight across.
Straight across.
Over, not that way, to your right. You're wanting to go up onto that platform over there to your left.
I'm bad with directions.
So, essentially, it was so just head on back up, and you're wanting to get into that little area.
It's amazing how little of this beginning I remember. It was so dull that it just kind of faded from my mind very quickly. Like, once we get out of this area, I actually kind of sort of know what to do, more or less. Like, once we start the Twilight sections, I sort of remember what to do. Okay, so where am I jumping off?
You want to get in past that little fenced area. Look
Past the little fenced area.
Turn around.
Across from me?
Yeah, right over there. See? There's a little fenced-in area.
Also, that didn't work.
Just jump up. You should have.
In here? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, right over there.
Okay. Yeah, now I know where you're actually. I thought you were talking about this fence. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Not that one.
Of course, I don't know how I'm gonna get this Fugo back up there. I guess I can throw him up there. Hold on. Nope. Link can't throw very high. Well, hold on. I can just reset the area if I need to. But shouldn't I be getting the cat? Like, shouldn't that be priority number 1 right now?
You can. However, if you want to get money, it's fast. Going across is probably the fastest way.
I needed to jump from here. Okay.
Yeah, that little area.
Okay. Right then, just reset this. Also, I'm trying to find that spot that he's found the cat on.
The cat is right across from the water wheel, over near Talo and Malo's house.
Okay. Across from the water wheel.
So, if you look at your map...
There it is, yep. Alrighty.
So, the cat is right over there.
Yep, alright. Let's get that out of the way, because it doesn't matter how much money we have if we don't have the cat, so we'll start with...
You don't have the fishing rod, so you need to get the basket first before you can get the fishing rod.
Uh-oh. Oh, can I not catch the cat?
No, you can't catch the cat. You have to get the fish before you can... So that the cat will run home to Sarah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, so I need...
Basket.
Okay, thankfully that thing didn't respawn. Yeah, this thing is permanently destroyed. That's good. Climb? Okay, there we go. So...
Ever slow climbing animation.
Yeah. So, despite owning this on the Wii, I decided to go to the trouble of getting a GameCube copy of this game because later on I am hoping to do some sequence breaking, and the Wii version basically has almost nothing. Also, money. Lots of it. Yeah, basically all the sequence breaks, or most of them, are patched on the Wii version. But the GameCube version has a lot of fun things you can do that we will get to later. Okay, so now I have plenty of money. 35.
There's no fall damage here.
Oh, really? There's no fall damage in this game?
No fall damage.
Oh my gosh, my brain is so used to Breath of the Wild. Okay, so I need a basket. I've completely forgotten about a basket. Where do I get a basket from?
Remember where you were directing the hawk? Go across, go back to that area, and then go across the river.
Strange. I'm starting to remember more and more why I blotted this out of my memory.
There's a very long segment, but it's more. This segment is really more inclined to just sort of hint at village life, so that that later on you get a little more incentive to keep going in the story.
Yeah, like this is actually probably the most open part of the game right here. Like you're allowed to just kind of go where you want, talk to people, explore. There's not really a whole lot of pressure to achieve a specific objective. I'm not sure if I like that for a tutorial area, though. Because, like, how was I supposed to know I needed a basket?
So, mostly what they're trying to do is to get you to talk with all of the villagers. Uli, who was standing by the river, would actually say, tell you where her basket was.
Huh.
And ask you to retrieve it for her, and the only way to get it is to use the hawk and grab it from this monkey.
Ah.
So,
See,
funny enough, you will see that monkey later.
Oh no, I'm aware that we're going to see the monkeys later.
So that was actually just a hint at a foreshadowing as to the troublemakers that these monsters can be later.
So, who do I turn this into?
To your left, down the path. Left.
This person? Yes, this person. There we go.
Yes, that person over there. Yes.
Oh my, Link. I've been looking for that cradle. I made it when my first child was born, and I have cherished it all these years. Did you know all this somehow? Did you find it and bring it back to me? Yes, I am omniscient. I totally knew. My thanks to you. Reminds me, there's something I'm supposed to give to you. You think you could carry that cradle and come with me back to my house? Very slowly? Oh, man.
You can actually run ahead of her.
Okay.
And then trigger the next cutscene.
Oh, okay, good. Thank goodness. I was like, we don't seriously have to wait for that, do we? My thanks to you, Link. Yes, I had nearly forgotten. I'm supposed to give you this. All right, here you go. Fishing rod! All right, now we're talking. It is a little unpolished. My son Colin made this under the instruction of his father. You can use it if you like. Excellent. Now, we can get fish to get Kitty. And then with Kitty, we will unlock the ability to purchase our slingshot. And then the story actually kind of kicks off slightly.
And coincidentally, you'll get your first bottle within the first few minutes here.
Yep. First, I have to remember how to I have to learn how to, there we go. Equip items onto things. Oh, there we go. Fish are coming toward it now. And then how do I pull it?
Pull back on the yellow.
Well, okay, but how do I pull back? That's the question.
Tilt back on the yellow stick.
Oh, tilt back on the C stick, okay.
I believe that's how they wanted you to use it.
Ah, there we go. It is, okay. There we go. I was trying to pull back on the main control stick, and it wasn't working so well.
Sometimes another pair of eyes.
Fish on. Okay. There we go. You caught a greengill, 11 inches. These small fries are everywhere. So,
the 11-inch one was one of the bigger ones.
fishing, as I recall, is not something that we actually do very often. Okay, so the cat is following us now. Do we just lead her back?
No, actually, you need to go ahead and catch another fish.
Catch another fish.
Yeah, and then the cat will take that. Will take that one, and we'll run off to Sarah.
See, how are you supposed to know to catch two fish? Well, fine. Let's throw this out there. Man, I would be so lost without you right now, helping me through this beginning area.
The beginning area is definitely one of those things that people who focus more on gameplay will probably blot out of their notes.
We caught a smaller fish! And now the cat and Link's space. Wow, that animation. Okay. Oh, I can't believe you took my fish. Okay, so if memory serves, which it might not, I need 45 rupees, I think.
It was either, I thought it was around 30.
Really?
It's either 30 or 40. I can't remember the exact number.
Well, I have 40.
And getting 5 more really isn't an issue.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Anyway, Oh my, Link! You simply must hear this. Just take a look. My little kitty Link came back. So the cat's name is Link? Huh.
I didn't realize that one. I think that might be a text error because
Yeah.
in the Wii version.
Yeah, maybe there was supposed to be a comma there. He brought a fish back with him. He was worried about me being angry. Yeah, sure. That's why cats fish. Oh, just look. Isn't he so cute, the way he laps up that milk? Yeah, alright. Cats are pretty cute, though. Say, my dear, why don't you have some, too? I'm in a good mood, so it's on the house today. Sure! Alright, give me a slingshot.
Fun fact, that's actually a calico cat, and most calico cats are female, so because of genetic mutation.
Huh. Alright, cool. That's not something I had ever considered. I never had a calico. Please let me there we go. Bee larva. Oh, it's used as fishing bait. Ah, I see.
In fact, if you actually empty out your bottle and head off back to where you had that hive destroyed, you can use the bottle and get yourself bee larva.
Huh. Fair enough, but for the moment... we need the slingshot. What are you doing buying a slingshot, you naughty thing? You're too old for toys. Will you at least let the kids play with it? Or... oh, I should tell you, if you happen to run out of pellet... oh, I see, okay. Oh, I should tell you, if you happen to run out of pellets, you can also use pumpkin seeds. Aha.
Don't worry, Sarah, we're not too old. We're just going to need this for the next 3 dungeons until I can finally get the bow and arrow.
Yeah. Okay, so the slingshot is an actually important item. Without it, we cannot kill spiders.
And spiders are annoying.
Yeah, spiders are bad.
Not Skulltula, because of course, Skulltula.
Okay. Hey. More story. Just in time, Link. I just delivered something to your room. Oh, I see you got the fishing rod. Colin will be pleased. And it works better than you would think, right? Well, have a good one. Cool. Aha! Speaking of spiders, here's our check to make sure that we actually have it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's that additional check right now. So, okay, yes, I can lock onto it. Okay, excellent. So an interesting difference between the Wii and GameCube version of this game is that the games are mirrored. So, if I'm not mistaken, Link is a lefty in the Wii version, Whereas he's right-handed in the GameCube version, I believe.
Yes, and actually, it's because they were trying to have it backwards compatible, but they were running into issues with hardware, so they just mirrored everything to make it easier on themselves.
We have a wooden sword, finally! And we cannot swing it indoors.
Nope, because Link is too polite.
Let me swing my sword. It's my own house. Let me swing the sword, finally.
Nintendo says no.
Oh, no. Excuse me. He's a lefty in this version. He had the slingshot in his right hand, so I thought it was the other way around. My mistake. I got it backwards. All right, so left-handed swordsman. And this feels really good. Just being able to press the button. This I have been waiting for a while, because like I said, I've already played the Wii version.
If you actually talk with the kids, I'll go through a tutorial so that you can know how all of the movesets are.
Yep, I'm aware.
Not that you probably need it, but they will tell you how to do a thrust.
Like this? Just forward on the control stick? Yeah, this is very similar to Ocarina. Right here. Like this is basically how Ocarina did it, more or less. So, we have a sword now. Oh. Heck, I'll talk to him for a second.
I think you have to talk with the kids because you have to both demonstrate the slingshot and the sword before you can progress.
Oh, really? Oh, no. I actually have to do that? Oh, okay. Well, Link has a slingshot. Whoa. You had enough money to buy it, Link? Oh, what was that she did? These kids.
Yeah, Beth is definitely an interesting character.
Somebody has a crush.
Yeah.
Preparations are complete. Okay, wow, this is great. Let's see how powerful that slingshot is. Hit the targets and those scarecrows. I can't believe you two brats are so obsessed about this. It just shows what little boys you both still are. Yes, and you're definitely mature. These two idiots will never shut up about it, so I guess you'll just have to show them, Link. All right. That's amazing, Link. The slingshot manual said that it's easier to hit things if you hold L while you aim at it. Aha, you mean the thing I've been doing. Did you call us obsessed with this thing? You're the one memorizing the manual. Ha! Good point. Good point, actually. So let's just go ahead and destroy all these targets. Again, this muted color palette is like... It's messing with me. It's like, this is kind of good, and I'm not sure if this is better or not. Like, on the one hand, this is sort of more realistic to, you know, it's sort of more like actual nature. Because, like, the bright, pure colors that we use in video games are not the colors that are actually natural to real life. But at the same time, video games use those brighter colors for a reason, because they kind of look better. So this is like, I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I like this.
During the time period that this game came out, a lot more people were asking for a more realistic Zelda. So that's probably what inspired the color palette.
Oh yeah, for sure. Again, it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a difference. And in this case, like, Twilight Princess was supposed to be the more realistic-ish type Zelda game, and it certainly does do that job. It definitely accomplishes that. Yeah, you are. You can use swords and slingshots and everything. Yeah, that reminds me. You've got to teach us how to use a sword, too. Seriously. Hey, lately, these monkeys have been coming out of the woods and playing tricks on us. We want to get them good. Come on, teach us how to use a sword.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that isn't foreshadowing. I definitely don't know how to write.
Yeah. You just swing with B, right? Oh. Oh, I didn't, excuse me. I think I held forward by accident. There we go. So, the game really wants to make sure that we know how to do each and every little individual minute thing, including like a horizontal slice, a thrust, yeah, vertical slice, like come on. Oh, I want to see that other move, Link. Jeez. Oh man, I really don't want to see you. I really don't want to see that move. Oh, she wants to see the stab? Okay. But that wasn't a stab. What are you mumbling about? Link did that on purpose. I mean, right, Link? You were just getting used to... Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Ah, the spin attack. Oh, wow. Thanks, Link. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry you have to waste your time on these little brats when you must be tired from doing all the important stuff you do. Yeah, like herding goats. You've got to show us the jump attack before you go. You know, the one where you go, oh, hi-ya, and leap through the air. Uh-huh.
Very subtle, Molo. Very subtle.
Okay. I think I get it, kind of, maybe not. You don't get that? Oh boy. So this means anytime one of those naughty monkeys show up. What? Like, get that one? Come here, you. And they all ran off together after it. Great. This can't possibly go wrong.
No, not at all. They're just three kids running into the forest that's full of monsters. What could possibly go wrong?
Yep. Tallow and Mallow went chasing like crazy people after that monkey. I can't keep up with those two. Honestly, I would have said you were the more level-headed one to not chase after, but they went that way. The rest is up to you, Link. Uh-huh.
Beth is more along the lines of thinks she's too important to go traipsing off into the forest.
Ah, stare into the endless void of fog.
Yes.
I remember that from basically every other GameCube game you've ever seen. Alright.
I think they were trying to imply that a river is down there.
Yeah. But that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, this is what they used to do in the days when they didn't have a ton of processing powers. They used to just like put this weird foggy void down there instead of like, actually putting a river down there.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes, Link, the master grass cutter.
Yeah, time to mow the lawn. Or rather, the whole forest. We shall mow the entire forest. Do we need Epona to get through here?
Yes, we do need Epona.
I think we do. Because for some reason, the kid can climb over that fence and we cannot.
Either that or the kid climbed under the fence.
Well, let's be real. That fence is not much of a fence. Like, there's no reason why Link shouldn't be able to just hop that. But this is not Breath of the Wild, where we could climb around stuff. This is Midday Princess here.
You're gonna need to get the horse grass and summon it.
Oh, that's right.
So you can actually head back to the
Yep.
spring.
I was going to physically get Epona. That's what I was going to do because my brain is still on Breath of the Wild. Oh, hi, money. That's our payment for cutting the grass. Where? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, I remember we used this earlier. Just go in here, grab this.
And actually, I think there was some grass back in that area, too.
Well, okay, but we're here now.
Sounds good.
Alright.
How come Epona looks better than half of the character models in the entire game?
Well, yeah, okay, but Epona's a horse. Horses are probably much easier to do than people. Alright.
That sounds like a song in Frozen. Epona's healing with reindeer.
What? I'm sorry, what sounds like a song in Frozen?
Reindeers are better than people.
Oh, okay.
So horses are better than people. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't actually seen Frozen. Huh?
It's depends on your taste for when it comes to Frozen. A lot
Enemies.
of people
There are bad things around, but I can't see them. Oh, I know what it is. There we go. Alright, here we go. We got a Deku Nut. They've increased in size since the days of Ocarina. Now they're big enough you have to hold them in 2 hands. Alright. I don't think I can take Epona in here, can I? Yeah.
She will not go into caves.
Yeah, I figured. Horses don't do that. You found a play wooden sword. It's Talos. Surprisingly. Alright.
Oh,
So we don't have the lantern. We can just ignore the bats. The keys. I can barely see where I'm going. Holy cow, it's dark in here.
I think they actually wanted you to go get the lantern before you head to this section. Because it was actually off to the left before you entered this cave area.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You can get the lantern from the dude. Good thing we have a map that we can just kind of like navigate by. It's like who needs a map? Link has sonar.
I didn't know he was part Keith.
Yeah, I mean he can turn into a wolf, right? He can. Why not into other things too?
I believe it's off to your right.
Yeah, we gotta talk to this guy. Whoa, an Ordonian! Hey, guy! Listen, I'm not sure you should be wandering around in the woods without a lantern. And just because it's daytime, and doesn't mean it's safe. There are tons of caves and dank spots around here that get pretty dark, like even in the middle of the day. Here, go on, take this. I'll give you this lantern for free. won't be able to use it without oil. Make sure to refill it. See, I sell lantern oil here. I'm trying to drum up sales by giving away free lanterns. It's a business. This tactic, guy. Yeah, for medieval times, that's actually a terrible business tactic. Lanterns would be expensive. See, as long as you've got oil to fuel your lantern, you can light your way and set fire to stuff. Be a pyromaniac, yes. They're the best. Absolutely. Go on, guy, try setting a fire under that big pot. Oh, you mean responsibly. Oh, okay. Also, scoop is an option. We can scoop up whatever's in there. That's right, items. All right, lantern. We'll put that over the fishing rod. We're not gonna need the fishing rod anymore. There we go. That's right, see? It's on fire, guy! Wow. Thank you for stating the obvious. Yeah, you keep using that lantern anytime you feel you need. And if it runs out of oil, come see me and get it refilled. Yep. That guy's not at all strange. All right, we need to turn this. Okay, I was about to say, how do I turn it off? There we go.
You actually have to press A to put it away.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, you can go back to this lantern guy if you want to get more flame for the lantern, but you can also just go and get a yellow chew and scoop it up, and that's good.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a ton of ways to, like, just get lantern oil for free, so it's not really a big concern or anything. Ah, there's the check to make sure you have the lantern. You have to set fire to the spider web or it doesn't let you past.
I believe you can actually find a piece of art in this section, too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somewhere in here there is such a thing. Is it in here?
I believe it
Nope,
is,
that's money.
Or at least it's a check. No, the piece of art is later. It's further on in.
Yeah, no, I was about to say there's plenty of caves around here, and I think it might be a different one that you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's further in, actually. It's, when you're trying to get the key for the gate.
There we go. Is there a quick spin attack in this game? Ah, there is. It's just being, there we go. It's just being a little persnickety, there we go.
I believe that piece of art that I was mentioning is actually where that one red marker is, down at the very, in the far left of your map.
Far left, okay.
On your mini map, if you keep going straight, it'll eventually lead you to a little cave system where I believe.
Yeah, I think I sort of remember what you're talking about. Oh wait, we have to get a key to go through here. So, real enemies! This is what bokoblins used to look like. Not any more intelligent than they've looked in pretty much any game.
Oh yes.
Alright. So, we need to get a key.
And the bokoblins will keep on tracking you and following you until you defeat them.
I will say something though about these keys. These keys, like, look at that tail. It's like they're like bats, but they have like these like scorpion tails or something. Like, that's actually kind of a cool design.
It also sort of hints as to why you actually take damage from the keys.
Yeah, like, holy cow, it's not just that they're like biting you or something. There we go. Get rid of that guy. There's our small key. Now...
And then you have the staple puzzle of every Zelda game, like the posts.
Yep. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. It's like, isn't in here the place? Like, it sure feels like it would be. Alright, alright.
Just so everyone who's watching is aware, I have about a 5-second delay from what Trin is doing, so I'm trying to do my best to help out here.
There's our piece of heart. Oh yeah! We have to collect 5 in this game. Oh, that's a thing. I forgot it was 5. That's pretty much a thing that no other Zelda game does, as far as I'm aware. All the other Zelda games are pretty standard at 4 pieces. Wow, you just swung at that. You beat that air, Bokoblin. All right. Come on, there we go.
I remember all of the research I've done in this game.
I don't doubt it. Let's go ahead and get money, because these monsters have money in them, just like the pumpkins.
I'm sure it could be in their back pockets.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Boboblin's gotta eat too.
I guess. I didn't know they were so advanced as to have like an economy, like a system of trade, you know.
No, they built themselves a fort later on down the line. Spoiler alert.
Fair enough. I mean, it's fine. I'm not really worried about spoilers for a game that's as old as this.
Yes. But for those who haven't played this game, you will be seeing more Bokoblins, of course, later on down the line.
Okay. We're just going to ignore that guy. Oh. Oh, the bird.
Yes, the bird.
The bird with, oh, and it attacks me. What the? What? I thought the bird sold me like oil and stuff.
It will, but you need to defeat the Bokoblin before it will give you anything.
Ah. Boy, that's some parrot. Like, what are those feathers it has? Like, that's just... What a parrot. Also a parrot.
So that actually will be needed later on for a different scene, but this is where you're going to go.
There we go.
Hinting, if you guys are wanting to follow along with the story, what's going on here is it's actually hinting as to there's more going on in this forest than just some monkeys getting in trouble.
We have saved you, small child and monkey.
Yes.
If you hadn't come, Link, gee, me and that monkey probably would have gotten eaten. She's actually a pretty nice gal, that monkey. She tried to protect me, so we got captured together. Link, you're not gonna mention this to my dad, are you? Yes. He's always telling me to never ever go into the forest. It's because he says it's dangerous. You really can't tell him, really. You have to promise.
Fun fact, we won't have to do anything.
Yeah. My son told me Tallow disappeared, heard into the woods, and had not returned. Yeah, sorry, kiddo, but the word's already out if he knows. I came as soon as I heard. It looks like you've brought him home already. I apologize. Such a task should not fall to you. Tell me, have you noticed how strange this wood seems lately? I feel uneasy about what may lie in wait. Anyway, Link, tomorrow is finally the day. You will be departing for Hyrule. I think it's a good thing I have given this task to you. Good luck and return safely. If you are lucky, you may even get to meet Princess Zelda.
Oh, Russell, I never knew you were a prophet. Never knew Russell was a prophet. Yeah.
And I'm laughing for two separate reasons. Not just because Russell's a prophet, but also because, ironically, Zelda barely appears in this game.
Yes, this is actually one of the few games where Zelda barely makes an appearance.
Hey, Link. So, almost time for you to get going, huh? So how about we finish up early today, bud? Oh no. To do this again? Come on, game.
What it's trying to do is it actually wants you to get used to the mechanic, because you're gonna need to do this to get things apart later.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
But, like, I genuinely forgot that it forced us to do it twice in the beginning here.
Mm-hmm. I believe this one is to get your base time for the
Yeah, now there's a timer. We actually have to do decently. There's also 20 of these suckers now. So... yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I think the speedrunners said a time of like 17 or 18 is good. Oh no, this one went. So I'm obviously. Oh, we angered it. Okay.
Yeah, it will attack you if you whoop at it for too many times.
I forgot all about that. Just get in there. Fun and exciting gameplay that we've already done. Again, intro to this game is so long. It's just crazy. But I mean, at least we've sort of finally started to get things going with the sword and everything. We actually had some action before we came back here to do chores. Get in there, get in there. And then there's one just hanging out at the entrance. Are you kidding me? Get...
Oh yes, that one. There's always
Get in there. Holy crap. Get me out of this stupid minigame.
I think the best I've ever done with that section was a minute.
Also, that was faster than usual. Ugh. Well, that about wraps her up for today. So, how about you head over to the mayor's place? Things are a lot foggier today, I see.
Is that a portent of things to come? Who knows?
Possibly. Possibly, come on. So the speedrunners do a glitch that lets them copy the title screen state and basically skip the entire intro to the game and get Iron Boots early.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually
Yeah, Link was talking. Like, for a split second, you could see Link's mouth moving. Well, nice work. This is, like, the only instance we even see Link talking like a normal person to Elia for just a second. We don't even hear what they were saying, but the fact, like, this is, like, the only game I can think of where we actually see Link talking normally, even though we can't hear what he said.
I believe they imply it in Skyward Sword, and he actually makes hand gestures implying that he is actually talking. But I don't think they actually do the talking animation.
Yeah. Like, I mean, okay, technically Ocarina, where he said his name, that's true. In Ocarina of Time, you have to actually tell Zelda your name, but still, it's such a rare thing to see the silent protagonist actually say anything. The royal gift Russell told you about is ready, so you should get ready for your trip to Hyrule Castle. Now, the royal family, he requested this gift specifically, so it's real special. It'd be bad if the representative of Orden were to be late for such an occasion. You get me, lad? The path before you is a long one, my sweet horse, but please bear Link safely along it. Wait, what's this? Huh? What's happened? She's injured, isn't she? Hey. We couldn't tell. Link, how could you? You were pushing Epona too hard again. I was just hurting the stupid goats. It's not my fault it actually attacked me. I bet you didn't. I bet you hurt her leg jumping fences, didn't you? Now, Elia, there's no need to get upset. Father? How can you be so easy on him? You're the mayor. You should start acting like one. Wow. Who's the real boss in this town?
Actually, it's Elia.
Apparently, Elia. It'll be all right, Epona. I'll take you to the forest spring right now. Once we soothe you in the spirit spring, you'll feel better in no time. Wait, Elia! Without Epona, the gift won't get delivered in time. Well. Okay. Oh, this won't do.
Understatement of the day.
In this universe, all the guys wear these long shirts that kind of look like skirts, and Elia's wearing the pants. Anyway.
It's actually called a tunic.
Yeah, no. I know it's a tunic, of course, but, like, I'm just saying, it's interesting.
Yeah, even, Beth's dad is, sort of like that as well. Seems like the women of Orden Village are a little more, vocal than normal.
Assertive. Link, are you going to see Elia? Maybe it's just me, but those guys don't normally let people through. Link, you think we can go to see Elia together? Sure, if you can keep up. Oh. Well, I'm sure he can keep up with cutscene. Hey, we've been waiting for you, Link. Yesterday was so much fun. Oh my gosh. I was just telling Mallow here about how he wanted. Oh my gosh. Like, now he's telling everybody, wasn't it just yesterday, kid? You were talking to us about, like, don't tell anybody?
Yes, but the word got out anyway, so I'm just gonna play it up and act like the town hero.
Yep. have a feeling I have to say yes or I can't actually progress, so...
You actually do have to give him a sword.
That's... Oh, Link.
Yes, you willingly have to give up your only means of protection.
You just can't say no, can you?
No, you can't.
But thou
Hey,
must.
welcome back, Avalon.
How's it going, Avalon? These guys were always teasing me. What's so fun about swinging something like that around anyway? I hate it. It's scary. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you, Link. But we swing that thing around all the time. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn about swords or anything, but could you teach me how to ride a horse sometime? Can you? Yes, absolutely. Dude, if you want to do the goat herding while I do the sword swinging, by all means.
A lot of the story of Twilight Princess is just so, it's very, subtle in a lot of the character development. Mostly just because you're focusing more on the later aspects when you actually get your companion.
Also,
Colin.
squirrels.
Hmm?
Squirrels! Hey! My gosh, they had more in this game than I remember them having.
Yes, they have squirrels, they have bugs, they have a whole lot of things.
Ah. Link! If you came to take a Pono back, you can forget it. Why don't you think about what you've done for a change? I won't open the gate until you change your attitude. Ilya, you don't know what happened yesterday. Listen, I don't know if she'll listen to me. But let me try to explain about Talon the monkey, okay? You crawl in here through the tunnel and back while I do, Link. I was actually just remembering that there is a tunnel back here. So Avalon, this is my co-com, my friend Aurora. Tell me, can you hear her okay? Like, she was talking a little bit ago. Were you actually able to hear her?
No, not the Borealis. Shadow Glen.
Yes, you were? It's like, okay, I'm just checking because, like, I'm not sure how the audio balancing is for this on the recording. I can only tell what I'm hearing in my ears, and it's like, I'm not sure if that's actually working out for the recording. I had no idea. I hadn't heard the details about Talon's capture. Man, again, just yesterday he was like, don't tell anybody. The whole town knows now.
Except Ilya.
It's not a great mic, but I can hear her. Yeah. I've turned her up as much as I can. Like, Discord's at 200% for her volume. But it's just, it is what it is. But Colin, overall sound quality, I mean, okay. Still prefer your master over me, huh, Epona? Don't worry about your horse, Link. Fortunately, it looks like the injury isn't too serious. You two can go on together. But Link, can you at least promise me this? No matter what happens on your journey, please don't try to do anything out of your league, please. Oh my gosh. Just come home safely.
You see,
Sorry, Ilya, but we're gonna have to do like... Yeah, we're gonna have to break that promise real fast. Extremely fast, actually. Also, I didn't know arrows could knock people out. I knew they could kill people.
Depends on where they're hit. And in the case of Elia, it's right in the back.
That should still... He's lucky he's not trampled right now. Meanwhile, Shrek with horns blows his horn and opens up the sky. Some sort of dimensional tear. Or spatial rend, perhaps. Yet everything appears to be fine. Well, fine, except that, you know, obviously those two are missing. But yeah, generally, when you shoot people with arrows, they die. Uh-oh.
Again, it depends on where they were hit.
Oh my! Now things don't look okay anymore. Oh dear. Hello there. And suddenly, the Triforce.
Honestly, when I first played this game, I actually was a little creeped out with the Twilight Beast. I will not lie on that account.
Yeah. Twilight Princess, much like Majora's Mask, is supposed to be the darker game. So this game was a little creepy at first. I don't know, Avalon. He doesn't look too happy right now. He looks very unconscious. This person, on the other hand... Let's see.
Oh, the imp.
Do you want to save? Yes. Why does it highlight no? Why are there so many games that do that?
Mostly because people just want to keep running through the game and not stopping.
Okay. Link took that pretty well.
Yeah, he doesn't know he's a dog yet.
Well, no, he looked at himself. He knows he's a dog. How did I... Oh, B is attack. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was pressing the wrong button. I was trying to reach that box and break it before the cutscene triggered. This person looks happy. See? She has a smile. I found you. Ooh, aren't you scary? Hee. Are you sure you want to be doing that? Snarling and glaring at me? Well, that's too bad. I was planning on helping you, if you were nice. Hee. That's much better. You humans are obedient to a fault, aren't you? No, that's just Link. Link really is obedient to a fault. Oops, but you aren't a human anymore, are you? You're a beast. Hee. There. You need to be a good boy and calm down. No need to bite. You look kind of surprised. So, I bet you were wondering where we are exactly. Well, I'll make you a deal. If you can get it over here, maybe I'll tell you. Hee hee. And then she yawns at us. Okay. So, Midna's a troll.
In more ways than one.
And that's kind of what makes her awesome. Now, if only she had been Zelda.
Well, the game is titled Twilight Princess.
I guess you're not completely stupid after all. Listen, I like you, so I think I'll get you out of here. But in exchange for my help, you have to do exactly as I say. If you need anything from me, just press Z to give me a sign. So, are we all clear? Good. Now come on, get moving. Who's the horse now? Okay.
And that, everyone, was the introduction to probably one of the best companion characters of all time.
Yeah. The truth is, I don't even think it's just one of. I think it is. Personally, I feel like Midna is the best companion character, pretty much, period. If you think about it, though, she's very similar to Tattle from Majora's Mask. Only much more involved in the actual story.
Oh, yes.
Huh, what's that? Try pressing L. After that, well, you'll figure it out. So, I remember Tattle had a lot of sass. And so does Midna, as we will see later. Only she has much more depth to her plot.
Yes, in regards to Fi, story conceptually wise, she actually fits very well in the story, but in
exactly.
It's so annoying.
That is exactly, like, I couldn't have said it better myself, Avalon. Fi was a cool idea, much like the whole game of Skyward Sword, but they didn't execute it very well at all. Oh, well. Want to see something interesting? You're a beast, remember? Press X to hone your senses and poke around. Can't run any further. That's far enough, right? I'll be safe here, I think. What's that noise? Don't anything come near me. Okay. Only downside of sense mode is that it, like, severely limits, like, what we can see. That was a soldier's spirit. Maybe it's someone from the other world? There are lots of other spirits roaming around here. Hit sense, yeah. Dog tutorial mode.
The section of the game really implies that the two dimensions of Twilight and the real world are sort of overlapping. It's just that the overlap is not as is only noticeable when you use your senses.
Yep. Also, you may recognize this entire concept from, like, many other Nintendo games, including another, like, the concept of a light world and a dark world, and, like, them sort of overlapping. You may recognize that concept from many other Nintendo games, including another title that's on the GameCube that happens to be one of my favorite games of all time, Metroid Prime 2, that I played on this channel a while back. I doubt you're used to your new body yet, so I'll just tell you. Think about how you fought enemies in your human form. Just because your shape has changed doesn't mean your instincts have as well.
The concept of multi-dimensions and light world and dark world isn't a new one. In fact, it's actually used in Link to the Past, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. But I never really played that game because it's an old 2D game, and so I just never really got around to it.
Even implied in Link Between Worlds as well, for a game that came out late after.
Oh yeah, no, A Link Between Worlds is this concept again. Nintendo likes this concept, and to be perfectly honest with you, it's a cool concept to build a game on, as long as you don't overdo it. Like, doing it all the time or something. Nintendo does it enough. But not too much, in my opinion. What are these black things? Where are they coming from? Can we get out of here? They're not that tough. You've got a spear. Hit them.
Well, the thing is, he can't see them. Later on, we'll find out that they can't really do anything against the thing.
I mean, he obviously can see them if he knows that they're black things that are there. But yeah, we'll find out later that traditional weapons don't work too well. This way, over here. I'll be waiting for you, but you'll have to help yourself for a change. Trying to remember, how exactly do I deal with that? There's something I have to do. There's a thing I have to pull. Yeah, here we go. I just have to pull this. I'll kill these things because I want to. Also, I can go in here. And there's a box that I can break open and get a whole rupee out of. Cool. Okay. How does that help me? It sure doesn't look like it does. Oh my gosh, I forget the beginning of this game so much. What?
You need to lower the water level, I believe. Either that or go into the section over to the left of Midna.
Yeah. Hold on. I think you're right about lowering the water.
You do need to lower the water level. It's not that way.
Yeah, we can't attack while we're in water. But they can attack us. Here we go. Oh, here we go. It's this one. Here, it's this one. So we raised the water. Now we have to lower the water.
Very reminiscent to the dungeon that you will see later on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the raising and lowering of water levels. Oh boy, that's a reminder of a temple in Ocarina. There are more ghosts we could sense and talk to, but they're not worth anything. Aw, did the detour tire you out, little wolf? She is super condescending.
Very.
It looks like Hank, the spirits in here, they're all soldiers. Where in the world could we be? You want out of here, right? Okay, we're off. Okay, now. My memory is starting to get clearer and clearer the more we get into this. Do we have to fall off, though, before she'll do her thing? Nope. Oh yeah, we do. Okay. What are you doing? That's right. We have to fall that one time, and now she will... Now she will do everything for us. Look, I'll show you all the small ledges. So just L target me and press A to jump to where I am. So now we can miraculously jump much further than we can without her help. And basically these sections just amount to mashing A, really.
Yeah, there's another section later on where you actually sort of have to semi-time it, just otherwise you'll slip.
Yeah, there is one section a long ways from here where they actually punish you for just mashing unconsciously, but it's basically the only time they ever really do it, so... Oh, almost fell down again. Yeah, like there... What?
I always wondered how Link was able to do a tightrope balance as a wolf.
Yeah. Dogs aren't known for balancing across tightropes normally. But, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's completely implausible or anything.
Oh no, of course not. It's just... that rope is very thin.
Isn't there a way, isn't there a point where she lets me up? Where's button?
There's a raised platform. Go to the raised platform.
Yeah, no, I mean, I see that there's, oh, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So, you know where we are yet? Hee hee. Here we go. Well, if you go to the top, you might figure it out. All right. Hey, look at that! We made it to Hyrule Castle! I wonder if we're still in time to give Princess Zelda that gift.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, about that.
Yeah, about the gift. Well, actually, technically, I don't think we ever picked it up, did we?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, actually, we didn't ever pick it up in the first place. So, we were finally able to get out. And look at the sky! It's the black cloud of twilight. Isn't the black cloud of twilight looking beautiful today? Do you know where this is? You still don't know? Look, there's someone I want to introduce you to, but I'll need you to go to that tower to do it. Okay.
So when I was playing this game in my little 18-year-old self, when I was, this section was by far one of the most annoying.
So there are even spirits up here. The whole spirit thing is pretty new to you, isn't it? Even though these guys can see those monsters, they don't know a thing about you. So they cannot detect us, apparently. If you think I'm lying, why don't you check your senses out? Yeah. They really hammer home the whole use your senses to talk to people thing. Like, this is like the third time she's reminding us of this. Those monstrous birds. What in the world is happening here? Our poor Hyrule Castle. And now we know where we're at. That wasn't the person I wanted you to meet, by the way. Well, let's try and get to that tower. Okay, go on. You were saying.
Yeah, in this section, the birds that he was alluding to are very annoying if you try and fight them. So, it's, I've fallen off the roof a couple times. Not one of the better gaming.
These are the birds. You can't quite jump up to them unless they dive down. They die in 2 hits. Generally speaking, though, I don't really think they're worth fighting all that much. Because we can just kind of run away from them. Oh, well, we might have to fight them if, I'd have to fight them if the bridge is down. Oh, wait, that's right. We don't need the bridge this time. I was thinking of the wrong section where we actually need that wooden bridge to be blowing out.
That's the second time you come this way.
Yeah, that's the other time we come this way. Oops. Yeah. Burbs, indeed. And not just any burbs, but also, like, they have this weird trumpet head. Like, I always thought that was so weird. Yeah, Link is not a burb, yes.
These creatures are actually called Kagura. And in
need to back off here. Oh, whoops. That was bad. Oops. I did not mean to do that. That's not the button I meant to press.
And now you understand why I did not like this section of the game. Way too many ways to fall off that roof.
Yeah, I'm upset about that. And there's no... Of course, there's no way to simply reload. Okay. Nope. I'll just hit the reset button. That'll fix it. All right. I'll just skip the cutscenes real quick and we'll be on our way. But yeah, okay. There is a way to break that box.
I think you have to do a spin attack.
Yeah, I know, I was trying to, but it's a little finicky. Anyway. So, one good thing about this game, you can actually skip the cutscenes right from the beginning. So we don't have to watch all of that all over again.
Yay!
This time I shall do better. So it all came down to I didn't realize it was going to give me a prompt for Midna that first time, and then I fell off because I thought I could just jump, and then that cost me a heart, and then I backed off the edge like that, and I was like, oh, that was stupid.
So, yes, Avalon, in regards to your comment, none of us were aware that this was a platformer until we got to that roof section.
Funny thing is, most of the time the game isn't a platformer.
True, but it has some platforming sections. Remember Zora?
Yeah, kinda. Alright. Well, we know how to get through here now, so we can move with relative speed.
Yes, it's wonderful that the Twilight rats can swim. Ugh.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? Alright, so in my opinion, the game still has not finished tutorializing us, so we still haven't really gotten started yet. And this, again, comes back to, like, how long the intro to this game is. It's definitely a detractor for this game. It takes forever to really start.
Yeah.
There we go. That's right. We have to get her to do the thing.
Yes. You need to get to the gate.
Here we go. Here we go.
I do have to point out that the design of Midna is actually quite interesting. The way that they did her hair and made it into that large hand is actually quite ingenious.
Really? Is there like a... Like, what do you mean? Is there a development story behind that?
Well, just think about it. They're using her hair as a bright and turning it bright orange hand, so it's actually a lot easier to see than those little tiny print of an arm that you for her gesturing. That way they don't have to quite zoom in all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just something I noticed as a sort of a cue in that's a little bit better than having to zoom in every time that Midna wants to even do anything.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, you know what I think would make this section a little better is if these Midna things, instead of being like, hey, press Z, why not just make them automatic? Like, instead of giving me a prompt to press a button, just have Midna automatically go over there and allow me to do my thing. That honestly would have made it a little more clear when the game wants me to do it and when it doesn't. Because, like, I didn't realize there was going to be a prompt over there. That's why I fell off. Because the prompt didn't show up until I swear I was, like, already at the edge ready to jump off. So, I mean, I guess you're just expected to know. Like, it's not a huge complaint or anything. It's just a nitpick, but still.
Yeah, a clue in with a little earlier is I think one of the little tiny things that they fixed in the Wii U version.
Oh, the HD remake, yeah.
They might have. I haven't actually played the Wii U version because I never got a Wii U. I don't remember.
Like most people.
Yes, I sort of feel sorry for some people that invested in the Wii U. And, yeah. Our hearts go out to you.
Yeah, the Wii U was just not a decent console. Like, it just wasn't. The sales numbers show it. I think the GameCube even sold better than the Wii U did. Maybe.
Definitely better than the Wii U. The Wii U's library was also the absolute smallest library of any Nintendo console, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, yes. The Twilight looks just fine. This time. No shenanigans with the cliffs, please. Yeah, I know. Hey, look, another person. Use your senses for the third time. No thanks.
Oh, and don't forget to use your senses to dig, because you're going to need to do that later, too.
Yeah. Let's just get to here. We don't need to deal with these guys. Blow your trumpets at us all you want. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, they can kick you off the edge like that? Oof. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, like, I was standing on the wooden platform, and I actually had a lot of trouble getting... Like, I actually legitimately had some trouble there trying to get the Midna prompt to pop up. Oh my gosh. Game, please. Collect the heart and don't jump off the edge? Seriously? That's it. That's it. I'm done with you guys. Get out of here. Like, I wanted to try and rush past you, but apparently not. Oh my gosh. Like, it should not be this hard to just control. Like, come on. Like, see, prompt, still no prompt, still no prompt. Oh my gosh, finally. Jeez. Game. And then it just leaps off again. Wow, all right. Like, I locked onto her and I pressed A. And apparently because the enemy pushed me over a little, it wasn't lined up properly. Yeah, this is not a terribly well-designed section. But then again, I guess they are expecting you to actually fight and kill all those enemies, so meh. But still, I think a lock-on jump should still be accurate. Like, otherwise it's not really a good lock-on, is it?
Yeah, and that was my main frustration with this section, is because you really couldn't control where you were going things.
There we go.
And if you weren't really
spin attacks are so hard.
You weren't really accurate. It was just going to make life.
Yeah.
You also have to be really accurate with what direction you're facing for a lot of the problems in the game. I think they mostly because they wanted you to really take advantage of the Wiimote directionally, that it sort of made the analog a little bit harder to work with.
The Wiimote still had you moving around with the control stick, though. Like, it wouldn't have changed anything.
But just in comparison with the analog and the Wiimote, it was a lot easier to use the Wiimote directionally than it was the analog stick.
But that's not what the game does, though. Like, you still have to use the control stick on the nunchuck to move. Like, you don't. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at.
What I'm trying to imply is that when it comes to movement, there's a huge disconnect between the movement of the nunchuck, movement of the remote when you're trying to aim, and the analog stick when you're trying to just move around normally. It was you had to almost be targeting liberally just to make the camera go behind you every time, so you would know what direction you're aiming.
Okay, just for clarity, as far as I know, the Wiimote's motion controls were only used for one thing, and that's the sword, swinging your sword around. I don't recall the motion controls being used for anything else. I mean, except aiming, like aiming the slingshot, but like the bow and arrow.
That's what I mean. The aiming, the slingshot, and the bow and arrow was more seamless than actually just moving them.
Well, yeah, okay, for that. I guess I'm just like, okay, but that's not what's going on here, and so my brain was just like not processing what you were saying.
Sorry if I was unclear there.
The best Zelda game is Link's crossbow training. You sure it's not, are you sure it's not that Japan-only, Tingle's Treasure thing? You sure that's not the best Zelda game? Okay.
Oh, and let's not forget the side story games where you can actually play as Zelda that Nintendo won't even acknowledge as existing.
Yeah. The only official canon game, well, I say official. The only game that the only game where you can play as Zelda officially is Hyrule Warriors, and that's actually not canon, so.
What a twist.
I mean, unless you... I suppose technically Wand of Gamelon is an official game, but it's not... It's also not canon, so I guess the only time you can ever control Zelda is when it's not canon.
Avalon says Tingle is without flaw. Sure, Avalon. We'll go with that.
All right. Honestly, I'm surprised that Tingle's not in this game. He is in Wind Waker. But as far as I know, Tingle's not in this game. He's in basically every other game since he was created in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, he's not in this game at all. I don't think there's even a, there's not even an Easter egg.
Yeah.
In relation to him.
Yeah, there's no reference to him in this game at all, now that I think about it. Instead, we get Mallow.
Yeah.
Who has probably the best theme, the best, shopping theme ever. Alright. So this time, give me the prompt. Game.
The easiest way to take out these Cogrots is actually to lure them into that big open area that has the walls.
Yeah, no, I can take them out if I want to. I just don't want to, though. I guess that's what it is. I'm just being stubborn, and I don't actually want to fight them. I just want to run past them because... Wow, game. Because I just want to go fast. That's all I want. But the game...
You want to go fast, play a Sonic game.
Yeah. Jump. There we go. Okay. Ha! Gotcha. Take that. Victory after 2 tries that I totally could have saved more time on just... If I had been less stubborn, I'd have gotten that on the first try. Because I would have killed the Kagoroks and then it wouldn't have been a problem, but... I'm stubborn like that. I don't give up. Anyway... Let's take a nap in this bed here. Let's have a look around this room. Boy, what a small, dingy little room.
I would take a look at the fireplace if I were you.
Oh, is there actually something in the fireplace?
Yeah, there is.
Well, there's fire in the fireplace. That's not gonna work.
Attack it.
Attack it? It's killing me. I can't.
Spin attack.
Spin attack? Okay. Aurora, if this kills me...
Okay.
I can't, no, I can't.
You can...
I can't spin attack.
think you can.
Well, actually, wait, okay. Yes, I can. Hold on. Oh! There we go. Money! That's right, I forgot I can hold B to spin attack there. Okay, fine. We'll talk to Zelda now. Decided to dress up as Tingle. Well, for Breath of the Wild, but he could only... Oh, wow. So, blue Tingle, huh? Large, like, Tingle's giant blue cousin, huh?
Clock necklace. Didn't he have a clock in Majora? Or oh no, in Hyrule Warriors he had a little clock around him.
I think
around his neck.
I think the necklace is supposed to be a compass for actual Tingle.
Mm-hmm.
I think, or at least that's how I'm remembering him in Wind Waker. But I could be wrong. Either way.
I do think it's a compass.
Huh?
Yeah, it is a compass. Now that I'm looking at the Hyrule Warriors model of Tingle.
Yeah. Anyway, Zelda must be really cold if she's bundled up that tightly. You remember my name. What an honor for me. So this is the one and for whom you were searching. He's not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess he'll do. As usual, as we found out, like, a little while ago, the women rule Hyrule. You were imprisoned? I'm sorry. Poor thing. He has no idea where this is or what's happened. So don't you think you should explain to him what you've managed to do? You owe him that much. Twilight Princess. A thunderstrike in the background for a dramatic effect. Wow. Title drop. And roll credits. Listen carefully. This was once the land where the power of the gods was said to slumber. This was once the kingdom of Hyrule. That blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules the twilight. It has been turned into a world of shadows, ruled by creatures who shun the light. Okay. Man, those statues those statues are so weird. It's the Ing! Boy, these soldiers all suck. Also, take a good look at those two rather unique Twilight beasts.
Yeah, you'll never see those models in any of the other Twilight Beasts.
Yep, I was about to say, take a good look now because you'll never see them later. It's time for you to choose, surrender or die. Oh yes, a question for all the land and people of Hyrule. Life or death?
Poor Zelda. She really didn't have a choice there.
Poor Zelda. Her soldiers were trash. Seriously, what is up with these creepy statues?
The statues were more implying the three goddesses and the lore of that was introduced in Ocarina.
Why would their goddess have a weird chameleon tongue or something?
I think that one was Din with the flame tongue.
They all have those weird tongues. Twilight covered Hyrule like a shroud. Without light, the people became as spirits. They knew there was a fire at the castle, but they, I guess, didn't know anything else. Within the twilight they live on, unaware that they have passed into spirit forms. All the people know now is fear. Fear of a nameless evil. Nice Sheikah symbol on the back of her cloak there. The kingdom succumbed to twilight, but I remain its princess. Midna almost falling off there. I can already picture Midna right now just going, just yawning during that whole story. You don't have to look so sad. We actually find it to be quite livable. I mean, is perpetual twilight really all that bad? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure crops don't grow very well like that.
Yeah, they don't.
Midna, this is no time for levity, which is exactly why she's making jokes. The shadow beasts have been searching far and wide for you. Why is this? Why indeed? You tell me.
Oh, Midna. You're trying to be nonchalant, it's not working.
Time has grown short. The guard will soon make his rounds. You must leave here quickly. No, I want to stay and talk more. Please, you must leave quickly before the guard comes. Alright, fine.
There are so many questions that I have as a writer in this section. Why in the world is Zelda up there? Why is it that they left the door unlocked?
Not that way. The guard's coming. Boy, he's prompt. Yeah, why was the door unlocked? Like, if she was cold enough to have a fire going and a cloak on, why'd she leave the door unlocked? Or, like, open like that. Like, that would actually... Like, the room, like, the hot air would actually just escape through there and, like, make the room colder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you understand where we are now? I guess a promise is a promise, so I'll let you go back to where you first tumbled into twilight. But, are you really sure you should be going back? Are you sure you aren't forgetting anything important? She has some pretty good transformation skills. Do you want to save them? Well, in that case, little Midna would be happy to help you. But, well, you'd have to be my servant, and like a servant, you'd have to do exactly as I say. That's apparently no different from being with Elia. Why don't you go back? Take a little time and give it some thought.
Fun fact, Midna never really uses those transformation abilities again in the entire game.
Yeah, I know. Think of all the clever things she could have done with that. Well, I mean, then again, now that I think about it, that's right. She can't be out in the daylight, though. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention one thing. Though you may have left the darkened realm, you haven't transformed back to your former self. And you won't anytime soon. Now, why could that be? See you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is where most people tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. And while I would appreciate you doing all that, if you enjoyed my content, come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrinfiniteX so you can watch and chat with me while I make these. I'm a family-friendly streamer, so everybody's welcome. Throw me a follow on Twitch and Twitter so you can get notifications when I go live. Links will be down in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to meeting you.